Alright guys, some training from Wednesday. It was 4 doubles on bench and 4 doubles on squats Wednesday, working with 235 on bench and 395 on squats. That was my last warm-up set of bench there, and this was a really rough day on squats. Had a lot of rough looking reps, as you'll see in this video. A lot that looked like I was pretty much failing on the rep, but did not fail any reps technically, just had some really shitty looking ones. Excuse my language, that's the best word for it. That's my last warm up on squats there. That was 355. And here's my first working set on bench. This is one of those rare weeks where bench press went quite a bit better than squats did. Deadlifts went well this week too though, so just focusing on the positive and moving forward after this. And this is my first working set on squats here, and I'm glad I got this from the side because usually when I misgroove terribly, the angle just happens to be from the front, and on this one you can really see it. The first rep is fine. I was happy with the way that one felt. And the second one you'll see how far my weight shifts forward and then backwards. Yeah. So I think I leaned a little bit too far forward on the way down and then had to correct on the way back up. Here's my second set. I filmed more sets of squats than bench because I just wanted to make sure I didn't need to stop or anything, but this set goes much more smoothly, but I wouldn't really call this a smooth set either. That one looked fine. The first rep of most of the sets looks fine on squats. Okay, that set actually was fairly smooth. That's how each set should have looked in my mind. But the first set was the worst on squats. And I'm not really sure what the issue was this day mentally, but I was just really distracted and overthinking the reps too. You'll see that I pause a long time between the reps, and I paused a long time before even starting the set. I was just trying to think about too many cues at the same time, I think, and was just being an idiot a little bit, but I survived, so it's a good thing I'm not stronger in handling much heavier weights when I'm being an idiot. But this is the last set of bench. Everything goes pretty smoothly there. There it is. And one more set of squats. And this second rep of this set is pretty close to failure, or appears to be close to failure. I just had no bar speed at all this day, no explosion out of the bottom, and that's a big deal for me, so just was an off day. And there's this last ugly rep. Got it all done. And after bench and squats, I did 2 sets of close grip bench with 180. I did 1 set of 10 and 1 set of 8. But I'll just show you one set here. I usually try to do close grip bench on Wednesday, but I don't always get to it. As you guys saw last week, I had a client get there early, so I wasn't able to do that. But that's it for that set, and that's all you'll see. And here's my post-workout. They were buy one, get one for 50 cents, so I got both of those, plus coffee. And this is Friday's training. And I always feel much fresher on bench press on Friday because on Wednesday I have just benched on Tuesday. That was my last warm-up set there. This is my last warm-up set on squats, and again, squats felt pretty terrible this day. And as far as programming goes, next week is the last week of this intensity block. The plan was to have 2 more training sessions very similar to what you've been seeing for the past 4 weeks, but I'm not sure that I'm going to do that with squats. I think I might taper my squats and keep bench and deadlift programming the same next week, and then do conservative maxing on Friday. I think I definitely should do that for squats. Last time I didn't even taper into the conservative maxes. I just had a pretty tough week and then maxed, and then the intro week for this block was kind of the deload. But I didn't really feel recovered, so I think I'm going to taper, at least on squats next week. This is my last single on bench. Just singles with 240. I had 3 singles with 240 on bench, 3 singles with 405 on squats, and then on bench I had a double and a 2+ set with 235. On squats I had a double and a 2+ set with 395. So you'll see the first and third single and the 2+ set on both exercises. And I did want to say that on my program moving forward, I'm going to share the spreadsheet I use on Google Docs and Google Sheets. I'm just going to put the link in the description box of a training session, and then you guys can go look at the spreadsheet online, and I'll have the training session that I've just completed in the video you clicked the link from highlighted, so you'll know exactly what you're looking at and what you're looking for. For a while I wasn't going to share the percentages I'm using and stuff, but it's just not a big deal, so I'm just going to share it with y'all. A lot of you have asked about it, and that will be a much simpler way to answer your questions. And it will make these videos a little bit more interactive, because I'm going to allow comments too and questions there, so you can actually ask questions on the sheet itself. That was my last really ugly set on squats. I got 3 on the plus set, just really didn't feel good. And then I had 5 singles with 410 on deadlifts. I'm just showing myself kind of strapping in here. Deadlifts have felt much better. I've turned my feet out and gotten my knees farther forward and just feel a lot better off the floor. So I'm happy with the way deadlifts are going here. And you're just going to see 2 singles. I did do 5, and this is almost like a set of 2. I did 2 sets this way and then a single by itself. And that's it for the training session. Did some brief douchebag posing, and my weight was only about 176 this day. Honestly, on Wednesday I'm sorry if this is too much information, but I was a little bit backed up. And on Friday, I am not backed up, so just draw your own conclusions there. So my weight was a little bit lower, but yeah. And then I played a show Friday night. That was my forearm accessory work. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen this picture. But if you've made it this far, I appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and don't if you didn't. I'll talk to you next time.